What's going on, people? Welcome to a brand new edition of the Keep It Certi podcast. We're here back at the Saracens Stadium, StoneX, with the amazing kids from Chessbrook. How you guys doing? You guys all right?
Good.
Yeah, good. How's things all right? You been busy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard you guys went to a Duke of Edinburgh thing recently.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was alright.
Yeah?
It was really alright.
So where'd you go for it?
Wendover Woods.
Is it? Let's talk a little bit closer just in case.
Wendover Woods,
Oh, really? Whereabouts is that?
near Chessbrook Park.
Nice. How long were you there? Was it for the day or over there?
2 days.
2 days. Was it your first time doing it as well?
Yeah.
Is it? How's the whole experience for you?
It was long.
Yeah.
It was long. I wanted to give up,
Is
but I
it?
kept going.
Yeah.
And yeah, overall I did like it.
That's what I love to hear. How do you find it? Okay.
It was long.
Yeah. We'll come just a little bit closer to the mic just in case. There we go. But yeah, so was it quite far for you to get to in terms of where you're currently based as well?
Not too far.
Not too far. So for anyone that doesn't quite, or maybe doesn't know about Duke of Edinburgh, who's or quite interested in doing it, what does it kind of entail? What do you have to do for it?
You need to learn how to put up a tent,
Yeah.
how to cook food, to be able to walk long distances. Yeah.
Really. What was some of the kind of the best kind of things that you both learned whilst doing the whole Duke of Edinburgh Awards?
I learned how to read a map.
Really? How'd you find that?
Pardon?
How'd you find it to read a map?
How did you find it?
Do you find it
Hard.
quite confusing to start with?
Hard.
Yeah, hard. Yeah.
Yeah, hard.
Do you think that's one of the hardest things you had to learn? Was reading a map or pitching a tent? You said as well. What was like the hardest thing you had to do during that whole thing? Do you think?
Reading a map.
Yeah.
I think putting up the tent as well, and walking.
Really?
Walking upwards.
Up hills and stuff.
Yeah.
Really? How long were your walks? Like over the whole day, like hours? Or really?
Was it like 6 hours in it?
Yeah.
6 hours of walk? What, like just straight, or like how many breaks in between?
Yeah, a few breaks.
Yeah. Your legs must have been killing you after that. But literally, was it like really hard to do that for you guys, like hiking and pitching tents and stuff? So what was like the best kind of things that you learnt, do you think, whilst being on that trip too? What was like your favourite moments, do you think?
I think when we got up a really long hill and then we stopped and then we could see like the whole view.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that one of your favourite moments, do you think? Was it like looking at the whole view afterwards?
Yeah. I felt like it was like an achievement kind of, because I didn't stop. I just kept pushing through it and then I could just relax and see the view.
I love that. How about you? What was one of your favourite moments? The same sort of thing or something else?
For me, it was playing cards towards the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. What were you playing?
Was it blackjack?
Yes. But did you keep winning as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Did you learn about the hand signals? Were like no and like tap the table and stuff as well? Yeah. I love that. And what kind of got you interested in the first place to actually do the whole Duke of Edinburgh Awards as well? What kind of drew you in to trying it?
For it to go on my CV.
Yeah. Brilliant. And yourself?
I can't lie, I got forced, I can't lie.
Really? You got
Yeah.
forced into it?
Yeah, but he convinced me a lot.
And are you proud of yourself now that you're actually giving it a go now?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Really? And what would you say to other people that would either maybe don't want to try it in the first place or are keen to try it? What would you say to those that want to try it? Would you say, you got any advice for them?
Just gotta get it done. Can't lie.
You have to.
You have to, yeah?
Yeah.
And what were the kind of best skills that you learned throughout the whole trip as well?
How to read a map, how to put up a tent. To also, whilst you're walking as well, you have a very heavy backpack as well.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you learn about kind of like, during that whole kind of couple of days, did you like learn about like fitness as well and health and other bits in between as well?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you learn about that then?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything that kind of stood out to you in particular?
You gotta learn how to pace yourself.
Yeah?
That's true. Especially up hills as well.
Yeah.
Especially up hills.
When you first started doing it, we're like trying to like run up hills or we're like trying to go too fast to begin with.
I can't lie.
Were you?
Yeah, a little bit.
There was a point I got tired,
Yeah.
and he just kept walking up a hill. So when he got like too far ahead, I just kind of run up to catch up with him. It was like,
How heavy were the backpacks that you were wearing? Do you know? Were that weighted backpacks or was just like all your equipment in there?
All our equipment.
Really?
Yeah.
Must be like super heavy, though, like having that plus walking up hills as well.
Yeah.
Was there quite a few of you on there? It was just
Us two.
Just you two, yeah?
And teachers.
I love that. That's amazing. And would you ever do it again, do you think, if you had the chance to as well?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
But had they given you that kind of like life skills, though, do you think, in terms of for the future, yeah?
100%.
Like overcoming barriers and just trying, yeah?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. But we're actually going to talk about today, actually, about kind of social-led topics, actually, like such as mental health and well-being and the use of technology in education as well. But before we do that, though, are you watching the Euros at the moment? You watching the Euros, yeah? So this is 2 days before the final itself. What's your prediction for Sunday?
2-1.
2-1 England?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think?
I'm saying 2-1 as well.
2-1 as well, yeah? Who's been your player of the tournament so far for England?
Saka.
Saka, yeah?
Yeah,
Saka, yeah. And you were saying before the podcast, you're a Man United fan, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? And yourself?
United.
Yeah, it was. Love it. But I want to start actually with a topic that might be quite hard for a lot of people to talk about, and that is mental health and well-being. So on the topic of social-led kind of themes as well, we are going to start off with mental health and well-being. So when we do talk about kind of mental health and well-being, what are kind of the first things that pop into your mind when we talk about these kind of subjects right here?
What people go through on a day-to-day basis without really telling anyone.
And what do you think as well?
Yeah, I'd have to say the same as well.
Same thing, yeah. So what people are going through, right? I mean, what are the kind of first things that pop into your mind also, like what people might be going through then in terms of mental health and well-being? Like, what are the first things that pop into your mind that you might be going through?
Troubles with family, friends.
Yeah, trouble. So like issues with family and friends, right?
Yeah.
And yourself as well?
Could be issues with your partner, friends, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, for you guys as well, what kind of some of the misconceptions do you think about mental health, if we were to kind of bring that up? Any kind of misconceptions about mental health?
I think it's not easy to talk about as people really think it is. What's
People
going on in your
misinterpret
mind?
it.
Yeah. So you think it's like really hard for people to talk about what they're going through, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel the same sort of thing as well? Like it's hard for people to talk about things.
Yeah.
And any more about that as well? Do you want to add a bit more to that, or it's the same sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same sort of
wicked.
thing.
And in terms of the effects of social media as well, then, do you think that has a massive impact on people's mental health, especially youngsters as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think some of the effects of social media have then, especially on young people today?
They get caught up in the wrong crowds,
Wrong crowds?
and then it's life changing sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And how about you?
So, repeat the question again, sorry?
Yeah, so what do you think the effects of social media has had on your mental health of young people in particular?
I think it gives the wrong picture life-wise. So you could see something on social media, and in real life, it's not in the light. It's not the same.
Yeah, so people, you think like people are pushing like a perfect life on social media, but it's not always true. And do you think it also affects people, especially things like body image as well, and how they perceive themselves too, right? That is so true. I've had a lot of people that I've dealt with that have kind of a lot of anxiety about how they look, isn't it? Especially through social media. I mean, for you guys in particular, honestly, when you're like either not at school or doing any kind of work, do you kind of use social media quite a lot yourselves, or
Yeah.
how many hours would you say a day on average, would you use kind of your phones or social media?
I don't have a actual amount, but I do know that it's a lot
Yeah.
more that I should be on it.
Really?
Yeah.
And yourself?
Well, that's it. From 8:30 to 1:30, I wouldn't use my phone at all. But from 1:30, I'd be like 10 hours like that.
Really? Like let's just straight off social media. Yeah. What kind of things do you tend to do? Like TikTok, Insta, Snap, like literally all of it, or is there like one or two like particular piece of social media that you guys tend to use?
1 to 3.
Yeah.
Mostly TikTok, a little bit of Instagram, and then sometimes YouTube.
Yeah. And yourself?
Right now, it's Netflix, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Just one app.
Yeah. What is it about these apps that kind of draws you in, do you think? Is it like the constant barrage of content? Is it like the quick videos? What do you think it is about these kind of apps that you use that really draws you in?
Well, when people post, they
Yeah.
like the comments, likes, shares, followers, and it just carries on. And you keep going back to it and back to it, and then you try to stop, and then you just keep going back to it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how is it the same for you as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me,
It becomes a habit.
Yeah, it does. I mean, is there any kind of people that you guys tend to follow online for their content, or is there just literally just going through as much as you can in a day?
I follow Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Like his reaction videos and the cooking stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. And does that kind of, and talk about Gordon Ramsay actually, I'll come to you in a minute actually. What is it about his kind of content do you think that is, like, George, he's like, he's like quite rude, is he quite funny?
Yeah. I find it funny, but sometimes to the person it's a bit questionable.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, in that case then, when it comes to people like Gordon Ramsay, for instance, does it kind of like want you, like inspire you to maybe like try your own cooking one day, or like try other things as well? Because there's people that I've seen online, like fitness or whatever, or cooking, that like, I didn't know about that, I can try it out myself. So is that the same for you as well? Like you might see like Gordon Ramsay reacting to a video teaching you how to cook something, for instance.
Yeah.
Does it like make you want to try new things as well? Yeah, I love that. How about who do you tend to follow online, if you do, or what kind of content draws you in?
That's a difficult one, because it's not a specific person I follow. It's just I watch anything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like tend to like go for like funny stuff or like reaction videos or just like yeah? Is that like one of your favorite kind of video, like the funny stuff or reaction videos?
Pardon?
What kind of your like favorite kind of content do you think?
I do like pranking videos sometimes. Yeah.
Pranking videos, yeah. Would you try that kind of stuff yourself, do you think, as well, or not really?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And for you guys as well, have you ever come across people, or even yourself sometimes, where you kind of become maybe have like maybe a bit of stress or anxiety, like either through social media or just life in general?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, how do you kind of yourself then kind of overcome that in a way? Do you kind of like try and talk to people, or do you kind of try to take a step back and have your some maybe alone time? How do you kind of deal with maybe stress or anxiety?
Just take a step back and just keep going.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you maybe going to talk to in terms of like to get some any kind of help that you might need, or do you go online to look for some help?
No.
You just like have your own alone time, right?
Yeah.
I get that. And for anyone out there that might be going through maybe stress or anxiety in some kind of way, do you kind of have some kind of strategies that you might be able to give them, or advice on how to deal with it?
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing, yeah. Wicked. And yourself?
For me, I always see it as like everything happens for a reason, and eventually, one way or another, it's gonna pass on. So you just gotta be strong and just keep going.
Oh, I love that. I really appreciate that, boys. Thank you. And in terms of students who are at school that might be going through, you know, some kind of anxiety or stress or some kind of mental health issues, and you guys mentioned earlier about it being hard to talk about things as well, how do you think schools could maybe help support that in terms of, you know, your mental health and so forth?
I think they could look out more at the students and see their not day-to-day life, but see how their actions change and see how their appearances kind of change as well, and just keep a lookout.
So having a look out for people, like, you know, maybe how they're acting, their kind of behaviour, and like, yeah. And would you have a kind of like safe room as well for them to go to, and have people there to talk to people as well? Yeah,
100%.
Brilliant. How about yourself?
I'd say the same. I think you just got to talk to students more on like a human level. Like there's a difference between talking to a student about education or stuff like that, but like if you ask a student how they're really doing, then carry on from there. I think they go a long way.
I love that, man. So like, having that kind of like proper just human touch with people, just like seeing how they're on a level, just see how they are, yeah. And does that make a big difference to you guys as well? Like having that moment just to talk to you guys and see how you guys are getting on. Like leave the education just maybe for a couple of minutes, but see how you're getting on. Yeah. Does that make a big difference to you guys? Yeah. That's brilliant. That's really. And what would you say to those that might kind of find it hard to talk about things? Would you just say like talk to people, or go in a different way?
I'd say just relax for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then look at the situation, and then just go back to it
Mm.
and try to get past it.
Mm-hmm. And yourself?
I'll just say give it time.
Give it time, yeah? Brilliant. And what role do you think family and friends have in terms of supporting each other and mental health as well? In terms of family and friends, what kind of role do you think they have in helping people out? So having those around you, like whether it's friends, family, whatever it might be, just to help you out in terms of things.
I think you can talk. You can definitely talk to family.
Yeah.
Maybe not always friends, but family is always going to be there for you when your friends aren't.
Mm.
So it's always good to be able to talk to your family and
love
open
that.
up as well.
Yeah. And you mentioned maybe not always friends though. Is there maybe a reason why you said maybe not always friends? Do you think they might make fun of you or not always be there to help you? Is that why you might think not always friends or?
Possibly, but you never know who you can trust, and family's family. So, and that's who you're gonna come back to every day as well. Your mum, your dad, your sister, brother, whoever.
Mm.
It's always gonna be good to talk to whoever's at your house.
Love that. And yourself?
Yeah, I'd say the same. Well said.
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone that you guys talk to in terms of friends, family, teachers, or anyone else to get things off your chest? If you're going through anything, that is there anyone that you guys talk to get things off your chest if you need to?
For me, I'd talk to either my brothers or my dad.
Mm. Do you have how many brothers do you have?
Like 4 or 5.
4 or 5 brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they older than you, same age, bit younger?
I've
mixture?
got one younger than me. The rest are older.
Okay. And let's talk about your brothers actually then. So you got a few older and one younger, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about kind of both age groups, right? When it comes to the younger one, does he ever come to you or the older brothers for advice on things as well? Or talk to you guys about things, whether it's a bit of school or just any life bits?
If it's advice, he'd probably go to my older brothers. But like, if it's just about life in general, or if there's a girl in school he likes,
Yeah.
probably come to me and just give him any advice I can.
Love that. And in terms of the older brothers as well, is anyone, do you find it easy to talk to your brothers about things as well, yeah?
Because the stuff I've been through, it's like they've been through it as well.
Yeah.
So,
I really love that, man. Do you find it easy to talk to your brothers about things as well? Are you like really close with each other?
yeah, because with my brothers, like, there's nothing really to hide. But see, with parents, it's like, you just got to mind what you say and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, I get that completely. But I love that you're so close to your brothers, you can talk about things. That's actually really cool. 'Cause I know that some people don't always get on with their siblings, but for you to be so close to your brothers and talk about things, that's sick, man. I really appreciate it, man. And how about you? Is there anyone that you talk to in terms of, family, friends, teachers, or anyone else?
My mum and my cousin.
Love that. And are you really close to your cousin and your mum, do you say, yeah? And you find it really easy to talk to them about things as well, yeah?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Always.
And with both of you, do you feel like a lot of relief after you've spoken about things? I know that when we kind of think about things, we kind of overthink them a lot, don't we? Mm-hmm. But for the most part, a lot of what's in our heads doesn't always come across as it's just like we kind of overthink it, don't we? But it's actually not better than if we think it is.
Yeah.
But that's actually brilliant. I love that you guys have been so honest as well about. I really appreciate that. And when you do get things off your chest as well, though, how much better do you feel though once you got things off your chest as well?
I'd say 8, 9 out of 10 most of the time.
Yeah, brilliant. And yourself as well, do you feel the same?
About the same, yeah.
Yeah. And have there been any, obviously you don't have to obviously go into detail, but have there been any kind of topics that you felt were a lot harder to talk about than others, would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know that there's some things that might be harder to talk about, whether it's like maybe relationship talk or career talk, whatever it might be, but do you find it like, okay, just talk about everything, or is that there's some topics that are a bit harder to talk about than others?
Some topics a bit harder.
Yeah?
100%.
100%, yeah? It's, but in terms of actually the other way around, actually, you mentioned your younger brother, actually. Has there been anyone else, for both of you, actually, has there been anyone else that's come to you for advice on things? Whether it's friends, siblings, family? Has anyone come to you for any help in terms of...
My little sister.
Your sister does, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, is there quite a big age gap between you two as well? Or?
Couple years.
Couple of years. And she comes up to you quite a lot for advice as well, does she? Does she? And how does that make you feel, being that older brother giving advice to your sister?
It feels good
Yeah?
knowing that I'm trying to do the right thing for her.
That's brilliant. And how good do you feel after as well giving advice?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I love that. Is it the same for you as well when you give advice to your brothers?
Come
Yeah,
to me.
I love that.
Even my older brother would come to me sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel different, like having your older brother and younger brother talking to you about things, like even those are older than you, they're still asking for you advice? Does that make you feel different at all? Like,
Yeah,
like much more mature? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah?
It just gives me that sense of mature and it just boosts my ego just a little bit.
I love that. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is so good. And how do you think we could raise kind of mental health awareness in our communities, do you reckon? Whether it's at schools, outside of schools, how do you reckon we can raise that awareness, do you think?
Looking out.
Looking out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking out for people to see their behaviour
Mm.
and see if it's kind of dipping in ways that it shouldn't, or like if you see someone look like they don't really act how they used to, something might have happened.
Mm. So having like maybe like a dedicated team of people that are looking out for people to see how they're getting on, like both in school and out of school, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you feel the same way as well?
Yeah, I feel like you should just spend more time with the people in your life because you never know what someone's going through.
That's exactly
Just
it.
Spend more time.
100%. And would you guys have maybe have like more youth centres or places that kids can go to talk about things or just have like fun with each other, do you think? Because back in my days, like, there's like loads of places for us to go to. There's not
Youth
many.
centres.
Yeah, youth centres, yeah. But nowadays, I feel like it's not as many. I remember I did a podcast a while back with people going, what's a youth centre? Like kids your age going, what's a youth centre? Like, really? They're all closed down now?
Yeah.
So would you say, like, would you have, say, more places like that for kids to go to, or even just other people to meet up and get together with other people? Would you have, like, more places like that? Or
Yeah,
maybe
even
something
just a place to talk as well.
Yeah.
Just a place to go to.
That's it. And do you feel the same way as well? Have a
Yeah.
place to go to, yeah? In that case, let's talk about that real quick then. In terms of these kind of places, what kind of things would you have in these places? Like you mentioned about having places to talk about things. If you were to have like your dream kind of venue, what kind of things would you have in your venue then, do you think?
Food, some snacks, football, some football balls,
Yeah.
basketballs, maybe a pool table, some sofas for people to just sit down, chill, talk, and yeah.
That's perfect. How about you, same sort of thing as well?
I thought for me, the one thing should have is like a punching bag.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why, because like, even for me, like, if I'm annoyed or angry, I'd rather take my anger out on a punching bag rather than just speak.
I get you. Because sometimes, like you say, like some people find it hard to talk about things, but getting their kind of aggression out or that kind of thing through fitness, like a punching bag, you said, helps that, isn't it? I mean, are there any place that you go to like that, like a boxing gym or anything, or just a normal regular gym that you go to?
Yeah.
Do you? And does it help you a lot, do you think, in terms of like managing your emotions, do you think? Yeah? That's it. How often do you go?
Every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Would you like to go more if you could as well, or is that your choice to go in every few weeks?
I'd like to go more, yeah.
Yeah? That's so good. How do you feel once you've kind of finished your session after?
Tired.
Yeah, but do you feel good afterwards? Once you got that kind of is it mainly boxing that you do?
Boxing. I do MMA as well.
MMA?
Yeah.
What? How you find that?
I don't like being kicked.
How do you find the leg kicks then?
Yeah.
Have you been taught that yet? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, it's like, I don't think I'm doing enough damage on people as they're doing on me with the kicks.
But I've seen videos of like you must have seen it, like pro UFC fight, like do like 1% kicks on legs and like
Yeah.
falling down straight away. Did you feel that as well? Like when you got like a little leg kick, like a little light one to begin with, like it kills you.
Yeah, it does.
But in terms of like your fitness and like your overall kind of understanding of maybe like the human body as well, like do you feel like a lot better after that, and stronger and fitter as well? Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. And what do you do in terms of help as well? Like you mentioned obviously MMA. What do you go? What do you do? Football as well, yeah. Do you do that regularly as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's so good. Like, is that about for future reference for you guys? What's like kind of like the future goal for you guys at the moment?
To play football.
Football, yeah, amazing. Are you in like a club at the moment, or
Yeah, but I'm trying to leave.
are you?
Go to a better club.
Are you?
Yeah.
How's that going for you so far?
I'm still looking.
Are you? Oh man, fingers crossed for you, man. And what about yourself, though? Any kind of future plans for yourself in terms of career?
For me, I'm trying to be an actor.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes. How's that going?
So it's kind of good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you do? Do you do like go like drama school or like drama places, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that for you?
It's long, but like I said, time will pass and hopefully it's going to benefit me in the future.
Yeah, man, how long have you been doing, I'll come to both of you in a second actually. How long have you been doing the drama thing for now?
About a year and some change.
Really? Love that. And football as well?
Since I was 3 years old.
Really? So what, about 12, 13 years now?
Yeah.
That's amazing. But honestly, good luck to you both of you though in your future. That's brilliant. And talk about kind of like maybe academic performance as well, about the whole mental health thing. We'll do a few more questions and I'll maybe take a break in a moment. But in terms of maybe academic performance, whether at school or other places, how do you think kind of mental health kind of affects that, do you think?
I think being in school, because there's so many people as well, you can't control what people think. And then sometimes if people think the wrong thing of you, you might think the wrong way. And then it can also, and then you might overthink it as well. And then your grades can dip in class and outside of class as well.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I have to say the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. That's brilliant. But we'll take a break for now and we'll come back in a moment and do some more questions, okay? But honestly, that's brilliant stuff, so well done, loving it. All right, so we're back. So we've talked about, just before the second half of the podcast, we talked about a few different stuff you want to talk about, one of them being football, actually. So you're both Man United fans, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think about last season?
Yeah.
Shocking.
50, yeah.
Shocking, yeah. Are you happy that Ten Hag's staying now?
Slightly. Slightly.
Let's talk about that then. So who would you say you would have got instead of Ten Hag if you had the choice to? If you could choose any manager from anywhere?
Xavi.
Xavi, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes you want to pick Xavi?
I just like the way he plays football.
Oh, he's one of your favourite players, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll come back to him in a minute. He's class. Who would you pick though, do you think?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. That's tough.
It's slightly closer to the mic, just in case you're close, yeah? It's hard, ain't it, to pick someone, isn't it? Like, who would you say was your kind of player or players of the season, last season, from United?
Last season.
Yeah.
Garnacho,
Uh-huh.
Kobe Mainu.
Yes. I'm with you on that as well.
No, I'd say Corinne.
Yeah. That's class. And what kind of players kind of do you look out for? Like, what kind of players like excite you when you watch them? Like attacking kind of players or...
For Manchester United?
Yeah, or just in general?
Rashford, but it's not really been him that much. I do like the way Kobe Mainu plays as well. And Garnacho as well, bicycle kick.
Yeah, oh yeah. That your goal of the season, do you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of players do you kind of like look into? Like
I'd say
when
Rashford.
Rashford, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Rashford then. So, would you reckon? Obviously, like loads of rumours about selling him. Would you like him to PSG or someone else? Would you sell him now and get like that kind of like the money for him now and get someone else, or try and keep him and try and get to that kind of level?
I'd say we got to keep him now, kind of.
Yeah, I'm with him.
With him,
Keep
yeah.
him.
If a good deal came in, would you sell him or would you at least try to keep him?
I have to keep him.
Yeah.
I have to.
So it's pretty much announced we've got Certi now. So is that, you happy with that signing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else do we kind of need for the team, do you think, like, in terms of like, positions and so forth? Who would you kind of try and sign right now, do you reckon?
Dillit.
Dillit, yeah. Perfect. Are you the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if you can't get Dillit, is it Braithwaite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you get him as well instead, do you think, or?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So you're unhappy with the season like last season in terms of how you played. What do you think we need to improve on for next season, do you reckon?
Communication.
Yeah.
Just on the pitch. Like, you have to know when to play the ball at the right time. Like, it's professional football now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be having sloppy seasons anymore. It's time to like show everyone that you're the best. You beat Manchester City.
Yeah.
Just it's time to come first now.
It's true. What do you think?
Literally communication as well.
Communication, yeah. Wow. And who? You come back to you said Xavi earlier about potential manager, right? Is he one of your favourite players of all time? Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Centre midfield.
Yeah. Is that your position when you play
Left
as well?
wing, right wing.
Oh, left wing, right wing.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh, do you play football as well?
Oh, when I did, I played left back, right back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. So you say like Xavi was your favorite. Who would you like for both of you actually? Who would you think your top 3 players are of all time? Of all time. It's hard, ain't it? Or can we make it 5 if you wanted to? If it's a little bit easier.
My 3 are Cristiano Ronaldo,
Uh-huh.
Pele,
Mm-hmm.
and Neymar.
Neymar, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. How about you?
Neymar straight away.
Yeah.
Right now, I have to say Vinny.
Vinny, yeah?
Yeah, he's doing good right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to say Messi, but I don't want to say Messi because he's leaving soon anyway. So, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Messi, yeah.
Messi, yeah. And have you both had the chance to actually see them live as well at any point in your lives?
Yeah.
Have you? What game did you see them?
I went to see Neymar
Did you?
2 years ago.
Is it when he was at PSG, obviously, yeah? Who were they playing?
I think they played Real Madrid.
What? And you went to that game, did you?
Yeah.
What was
I
that
got
like
free
for you?
tickets.
You got free tickets, did you
Yeah.
say? How'd you get free tickets?
My uncle.
What is it? What was that experience like for you to see that?
For me, because I was sitting so far behind and my eyesight's really bad, it's like stick figures were just moving. I couldn't really see anything.
Yeah. I get you. Was the atmosphere at least amazing of you?
Yeah.
Where did you go to? Was it Bernabeu or Bernabeu, did you? I went there 10 years ago to El Clasico. So we had Real versus Barca. It was like 4-3, so like Messi versus Ronaldo, that whole era. Forget it.
Life-changing.
Live. I almost got killed a few times. But that, like for you guys, like, what is like the dream match for you guys to see like in the future? Like the Manchester Derby or El Clasico, or just try and watch them all? Like, what games would you love to see in your lifetime?
Manchester United versus Manchester City.
Yeah, me too.
Manchester United and Real Madrid.
Yep.
I think them two.
Nice.
Maybe against Barcelona as well.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah. Have you had the chance to like see anyone like live, like Ronaldo, Messi, and no?
Not yet.
Oh, it'll definitely happen now.
Yeah.
What's your kind of dream matches to see in your life?
That's a sticky one. What I'd want to see right now, again, is Real Madrid versus Barcelona, just one more time. Just
Yeah.
because I think the last time I actually watched it and it was just really good. I was a kid, and these times Messi and Ronaldo were still on Barcelona, Real Madrid,
Yeah.
and just that feeling, yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch videos of Ronaldinho as well at any point? Yeah, the man.
Yeah.
Because my cousin got to see that. You got to see that game when he got destroyed Real, scored those 2 goals.
Yeah.
My cousin went to that game, and he goes to the best atmosphere ever. You know when the Madrid fans stood up and started clapping for him? He went to that game.
Did he?
Yeah, he goes, the best thing ever, he goes. But he's like really just one of your favourite players, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, he's an amazing player.
Ronaldinho, skillful.
Yeah, the man. But, I was going to say, what's your prediction for next season then, for the Premier League? Who do you think will win it next season?
Manchester City coming either first or second. I think Arsenal third maybe. Yeah, they'll be up there. Hopefully Manchester City first or Manchester United first or second. And I feel like maybe Chelsea fifth or fourth.
Yeah. Are you surprised actually that Chelsea were above United this season?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you surprised as well? Because I think all of us were, weren't we?
Yeah, I was annoyed.
Yeah. Well, he spent like over $1 billion, was it, I think, on players?
I feel like next season, if they don't click, it's just not gonna happen.
It's not, is
'Cause
it?
we've got the players, but they're just not clicking on the pitch. Maybe off the pitch, but like when it really matters, when everyone's watching, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. And for both of you, both being Man United fans as well, like me, who are some of your favourite United players of all time, do you think?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. And yourself?
Of all time?
Yeah, like some of your favourite United players of all time.
If I'm being honest, Rooney in his time, he was good.
Yeah.
He was good.
And I know you guys are obviously a lot younger than I am, but if you were to pick either the 99 team, the treble-winning team, or the 08 team, who do you think would be the better team? If it was to play right now, who would you choose, do you think?
08 team.
The 08 team, yeah.
That's when I was born.
Yeah. Was that is that when you were born, yeah?
Yeah.
I think 09.
09, yeah? Oh,
When I was born.
Oh, is it? So for both of you, would you go there for the 08 team, do you think? That's better than the 99 team?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Do you guys listen to the Overlap podcast as well at all? Like listen to like stories and stuff?
No.
On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube or Spotify or...
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Do you have any like favourite episodes of yours that you listen to?
It's the ones that usually my mum listens to. When
Okay.
she's listening to them, I just tag along and listen as well.
Love that. I love that. And you mentioned about boxing earlier as well, about how much you love boxing as well. Do you have any kind of favourite boxers that you kind of grew up
Yeah.
watching?
For all-time favourite is Javante Davis.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing. And do you watch a lot of his highlights as well? Or
Yeah.
of his matches? Have you been to any of his matches before? Or
Oh,
a
not
bit too
yet,
young?
but I want to. Actually, I went to the one where you fought Pitbull Cruz.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Hectic.
Yeah, I bet it was. And how? I never boxed in my life, but for anyone that hadn't boxed or wants to get into boxing, like how difficult is boxing? Do you think?
Hard. Difficult.
Yeah, I bet it is. Like, what's like a kind of like standard session for you in terms of like boxing training? Like, what do you kind of do for it? Like, obviously like a lot of cardio, obviously, but
Yeah, a lot of cardio,
Yeah.
but pad work and like work on your feet, because footwork is important, and head movement as well is also important as well. So
yeah. Like, what were some things that you kind of learned during your sessions that you didn't really think about before, like the footwork, for instance, or what kind of things kind of shocked you when you were learning things like you didn't think about before?
one thing that shocked me the most was you don't watch the fist when you're fighting someone. You don't watch their fist. You watch the
shoulders, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip of Michael J. White talking about that? That actor, he talked
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, have you seen that? Where he, for those that haven't seen this before, is actor Michael J. White. He was like a black belt with like literally flipping everything. He's
Exactly.
amazing. He said the same thing. He goes towards the Kimbo slice, isn't it? He goes like, don't watch. Try and move your hand out of the way. He does like 2 really fast punches, doesn't he? Then the third way just like a sloppy like punch like that. It hits his hand. It's like shoulder. People don't think about it, do they? That whole shoulder. Like look at the shoulder first. That's mad. And how's your footwork as well now since you started doing boxing?
I'd say it's good.
Yeah, brilliant. But what's been like your favourite boxing match that you've seen? Do you think?
That I've seen.
Yeah, whether it's in person, online, or on TV.
Well, obviously I'm Irish.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in Dublin, so I've got to say McGregor vs Floyd.
Yeah, nice. And going back to football actually as well, what were some of your favourite matches that you've seen in football?
Real Madrid vs Barcelona.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that quite a recent one or a little while back with like
Little
Ronaldo
while
Messi?
back.
Yeah.
They were the better ones, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. Which one do you think? What do you reckon is the best El Clasico match that you've seen?
I think, was it 2011?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Nice.
2011.
Brilliant. Those teams were disgusting, though, weren't
They were.
Yeah.
Messi, Neymar, Suarez.
Yeah. Like, who had the better? I'll talk about that. Those two front lines. Then, who had the better up front? Do you think at that time, especially the MSN or
MSN.
or BBC?
Emerson.
MSN,
By
yeah.
far.
You
By
say
far.
by far, yeah. Who do you think had, like, on paper anyway, at least the best team? Was it that era of Barca? Like Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Neymar, Suarez, or Real, or even the Milan team of like Shevchenko, Crespo, Gattuso, Kaká. Who do you think had like the best team?
I've got to say Barca.
Barca, yeah. Or that whole Messi team, the MSN
Yeah.
team. What do you
Real
think?
Madrid.
Real Madrid. What that same era, yeah.
Yeah, with Ronaldo up top.
Yeah.
The ball's just, it's going in.
Yeah.
It's going in.
That's
And
mad.
you don't want to upset him either.
Yeah. But what do you think about when Figo went from Barca to Real? They were like, do you know the stories of this?
Not
When they're like
really.
throwing pigs' heads and stuff at him. Do you know about that?
Pig's heads.
Yeah. You know the whole like eerie, like you can't go from like one team to another, like sort of it's Arsenal to Tottenham or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
When Figo went from Barca to Real, which is like a sin basically in football.
Oh yeah.
I think you could go on YouTube and find it. When he went for a corner, they're like throwing pigs' heads at him. And what do you think of this kind of stuff that happens?
I
That was-
mean, obviously, I know like going from Barcelona to Real Madrid, it's going to be a big thing. Obviously, someone's going to say something, but at the end of the day, like, it's a man trying to play his football and go from team to team, from one really good team to another really good team. So I mean, it's not acceptable. But
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about like professional athletes in particular having maybe social media nowadays where say they miss a penalty, for instance, or something goes wrong and they're getting bombarded by messages from like literally the whole world.
Yeah.
What do you think about this whole situation with like social media and professional athletes? Do you think they should not have it or still use it? But I don't know. What do you think about this whole situation?
I mean, being a professional footballer, you're still a human being, so if you want to have social media, there's no problem to it. But you just got to remember that there's always going to be a lot of messages coming towards you if you make a mistake, or not even if you play good, there's going to be people that support a different team and they're always going to come at you with hate, and there's always going to be those negative people. So I'd say just focus on football. You've made it to the professional bit. There's not really need to see anybody else's criticism, and just do your thing. Do what makes you happy.
Exactly. Do you feel the same way as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think about those people that maybe hide behind like a fake picture or not unknown picture or like fake names, but then they just make profiles just to send abuse? What do you think about this whole situation?
That's just cowardness.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, for those kind of people, then, do you think I've asked this before on a different episode? You might not agree with it, but what I've heard this said before in the past on somewhere else where maybe people should maybe put up their driving licenses or passports or something so you have to be seen and known in order to make a profile. I mean, what do you think about that situation where you have to maybe, I don't know, put a passport or your workplace in order to create a profile? Do you think that should be done or?
Nah, because at that same token, people might not want the information online.
Yeah.
Like for me, my socials, I've got a social where it has my real name, and I've got one that has like a nickname people just give to me. So in that sense, just make a different account.
Yeah, I get that. How about you?
I'm the same.
Same, yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you think should happen to those that literally make profiles just to send abuse to people? What do you think should happen to those people? Just like fines, arrested,
I think you should have jail time.
jail time, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Straight up, yeah? Do you think that's like a minimum time they should spend in jail? Like, I don't know, a few weeks, a couple of months, a year? Or obviously, it always depends on the kind of abuse they're given, maybe,
Yeah.
obviously, but...
I think maybe a warning would be reasonable, just to warn them, and if they carry on, take it to the next level.
Yeah. Then got jail time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jail. But I agree with you, like, they should at least get a warning first, and this is what's going to happen. If you keep doing it, then you get arrested.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's people, like you said, are cowards behind their profiles. Like they might make a fake profile or hide behind fake names, unknown pictures, but then it's an abuse to everyone, don't they? Like non-stop. I mean, how do you think the footballers are feeling, especially those that, remember during the last Euros when like Saka and Rashford and everyone missed, and the racial abuse was just happening straight away. Like, how do you think the footballers are feeling as well once that happens? Do you think they're like, they must have some kind of heartbreaking, isn't it? Like, do you think those people, like, especially with like racial abuse, do you think they should get arrested straight away?
Yeah.
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 Because some of the things I was seeing were actually disgusting.
Because also it's like some of the England viewers as well, like they're trying to play for you lot as well, and then after they miss, it's not going to make it better, obviously, it's going to make it worse.
Yeah. What do you think about, actually, because I've talked to a couple of people about this, actually, just in general about footballers and athletes, about the amount of money they get per week. I mean, do you think there should be a cap on that? Like if we get like 300, 400, 500 grand, $1 million a month to play football. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, keep that going or like reduce it a lot more? What do you think? I know.
Me personally, I think it's ridiculous, but it's funny at the same time.
Yeah. Now, what do you think should happen? Like, do you think they should like reduce it somehow,
No.
or just keep it as it is?
Because if you're making that much a week or a month or yearly, you're obviously that good, so which means you deserve it. So just because other people aren't making as much as they'd like, I don't think that should affect you, because you've earned it, you've worked for it.
What do you think about that?
I'm the same as them. I don't feel like there should be a cap on it. You've earned the money. You've obviously proved to everyone else that you're worth this amount of money. So why not?
Get that. But going back to, I think before the podcast as well, or I think during the podcast you mentioned about acting too, all right? So who would you say were some of your favourite actors?
Damson Idris.
Yeah?
I'd say Kevin Hart as well.
Nice. Do you have any favourite films that you watched as well?
Films. My favourite film was Money Heist.
Is it? What's
Yeah.
that about?
So it's about I think 7-8 people who break into the Royal Bank of Spain, but they do it in a way where they're not hurting anyone.
Okay, get you. And has that film like really stood out to you? That's one of your favourites, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what got you into wanting to become an actor?
It's Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah. It was
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, yeah. Is it his like comedy and his style of acting, yeah? Would you say like your kind of acting is kind of similar to his in that sense, like more like comedy roles, or in fact, what kind of roles would you say you'd like to go for if you had the choice to?
Anything.
Anything, yeah. Would you say you're kind of acting like quite diverse in your acting skills, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like a particular favourite role that you've played so far, or just like literally go for everything that you can?
I'll go for everything I can.
Yeah. Have you been able to like perform on stage before, or
Yeah.
what's that been like for you?
It's nerve-wracking, but when you're actually doing it, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to do many kind of live performances before?
No, I think I did one on theatre. I think I did one in theatre.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking, yeah. What kind of advice did your kind of teachers give you in order, like just beforehand, in order to like, maybe to bring out the best performance on stage?
So what they really said is like, find one person in the audience, and it's like, act to them or speak to them.
Yeah.
Don't mind anyone else. Just find one person and just do your thing.
Exactly. And did that really help you as well?
Yeah.
Did it? Love that. And would you do it again? Another theatre show again?
Theatre, I don't know, but like on screen, probably, yeah.
On screen, yeah. Have you tried auditioning for things before?
Nah, to be honest.
You know what? If you're able to, I would try. If you're able to, try and go for like different roles or just find different things if you can. That'd be brilliant. And have you had like any favourite teachers that you've worked with in terms of your drama?
No.
Not yet, no. Have you done drama at school before?
Yeah.
How do you find it?
It was alright.
Yeah.
It's not my strong topic, but when I did it, it wasn't the worst.
Oh, fair enough. But I talk about films. What have you got any favourite films of yours as well?
Not really.
Not really. Do you watch a lot of films at all?
Nah.
Oh, okay. How about series as well, like Netflix and stuff? Do you guys watch a lot of things on there as well?
Series.
Yeah.
Power.
Power, yeah. How many seasons is in that now? Like,
So the Power
Yeah.
has 6 seasons.
uh-huh.
Then there's Power Book 1 and Power Book 2.
I heard about this.
Now me, I haven't watched any of the Power Book series. I've just started Power really.
Oh,
I'm
really?
on season 3, so
Oh, season 3, yeah. How's that so far?
I'm liking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Got any favourite characters in that as well at the moment?
Right now, I'd have to say Tommy.
Tommy, yeah. I heard
Yeah.
about Tommy. What's his character in the thing? What
So more or less a lunatic.
is he?
Yeah, he's just on anything. Like he'll do anything,
Yeah.
and that's what I like about him.
That's amazing. And for those that haven't actually watched it like me, what is Power actually about? Is it literally about power, like owning things, or?
So obviously I can't say what it's about because I haven't finished it, but
Yeah.
right now there's a main character called Ghost, or Jamie St. Patrick, and there's another one called Tommy. So I think Ghosts own a nightclub, and they clean money by selling drugs through the nightclub. And I think it's just about selling drugs pretty much.
Yeah. When you see things like this as well, like, do any kind of things like pop out to you in terms of maybe the shock factor or the acting skills?
With Power, I think I like it because it's so much like, it's realistic. So, yeah.
Do you watch a lot of like English things as well, like similar to that as well, like English like series or films that might be quite similar, like is it Top Boy, is it?
I've seen Top Boy.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan, but it's good.
Yeah. So are you more like the American things over the UK or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, fair
I feel like with American movies, like, it's just extreme. They always take it to the next level.
Yeah.
But I feel like with England, it's just like, it's nothing I haven't seen before. So, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, do you think they kind of over-exaggerate a lot of things on TV as well? Or like, is it more like realistic, do you think, as well?
Yeah, kind of.
Really? Is that your favourite series that you've seen so far as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? Brilliant. But for you guys as well, like once you kind of finish school and stuff, what's like kind of like next steps for you, do you think, as well? Like go to further education or try and find roles in your career? What's kind of like the next roles for you guys in the future once you kind of finish school?
I just want to play football.
Playing football. And you're looking for a new team now, right?
Yeah.
And have you like kind of gone out to what's like the procedure for that then? How does that work for? Do you like kind of like look for scouts, or do they come for you, or do you like approach teams? How does that work?
I look for scouts. I try to approach teams. I get my mum to look out for some teams as well. I do ask my teachers as well to look out for some teams, and then I just kind of reach out and then see what teams there are, and then I just see what ones I like, which ones I can progress from as well and get better, and carry on from there. That's
amazing. Is it quite hard? Because it must be quite a lot of work to get into that. I mean, is it quite a lot of work that you've done so far to like try and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And who do you currently play for, if that's okay to ask?
Sun Sports.
Okay. Have you learned quite a lot since being there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you think it's kind of like time to like kind of like progress now, move on?
Yeah.
Have you played for a lot of teams growing up? Or just like maybe one or two? You've been playing like since like 3-4 years old, you said?
Yeah, I've been playing for this one team up until I was like 8, 9. And then after I was too young to play for them because all the people were like 2 years older than me. And then it got to the point where it was like it has to kind of be your age level. And then after that's when I moved to Sun Sports. And then from Sun Sports, I've been there ever since then. But before joining Sun Sports, I had a couple teams. But I only played with them for a short amount of time.
Oh, really?
And then I went to Sun Sports and I've been there. And I'm just looking for a better team.
Oh, fair enough. I wish you all the best of luck with it, though. Both of you guys as well, actually, with everything you do, honestly. And I know that I can see that driving both. You got your head screwed on. You know what you want to work towards. So for both of you, really proud of you. I hope it goes really well for both of you. Okay. But before we finish up today, is there any kind of last words you want to kind of talk about or go through just in case?
See the job you have now?
Yeah.
Was it something you always wanted to do?
So I've always loved teaching and education myself, but with the whole podcast thing, I was actually thinking before that I found this during lockdown actually. Because before that, I've been in music my whole life, production, playing piano and composing and stuff, right? But in one of my old schools, obviously when lockdown happened, obviously we couldn't do like lessons in school, so we would do online lessons. I see like a lot of the kids were getting upset, couldn't see their friends, their families. So I would take the first kind of like 10 minutes just to talk to the kids how they're getting on, right? And I thought there's actually something here to help kids out with whatever they might be going through. And it wasn't something I actually planned for, but it's actually something that I found during just how life kind of what was thrown at me through life. And it's been one of the best things I've ever actually done, actually. So although we might have a lot of planned in life to do things, sometimes we get thrown a curveball where it changes our route in life sometimes. But for me, it's actually one of the best things I've ever done in my life, just to sit and talk with people like yourselves, to see what you're going through, what you want to work towards. It's been amazing. And it's one of the best things I've ever done. So just sitting here, talking to kids and people about what they're going through is amazing. So, but what I would say to you guys as well is, obviously life will be hard. You will get thrown curveballs sometimes, and you'll get thrown a different direction in life. But as long as you keep your head screwed on, you work hard, you be disciplined, you keep learning, you're going to get there for sure. And I'm really proud of you both. And before you finish up, any kind of things you want to kind of cover just in case as well? Anything else?
No.
Anything else? No worries, but that's only a brilliant episode. Thank you so much, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Take care. Bye.